and I don't. But they do. There are rumors that this is the last season, and
I guess so. They skipped 80 chat. I guess the fuck so.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today we have for you Anime Ramble. I am joined by guest. Guest, introduce yourself.
Yo, it's your boy YCB, man. What is going on?
All right, y'all should already know how this goes. Anything anime and manga related is on the table, and I just really wanted to get the intro out the way because I was about to start asking questions and we was about to get to it, and I knew it was coming, so I was like, you know what, let's just go ahead and dive right into this. So, oh my, please Lord.
Like,
Great, I'm gonna get you to watch the most gruesome anime I could possibly think of. If I'm gonna be shocked, everybody's gonna be shocked.
but exactly. But that's why I do it, Micah. And you know what? Everybody that I put that anime, like that I put onto the anime, they love it. Love it. It's hard not to love it.
Well, actually, you can definitely not love it, and I think the manga community of Akame Got Killed does not love it.
Okay, that's a different story. Yes,
actually,
you're
that's
right.
a story that's
You're right.
pretty relevant because I saw this other video on this woman's channel, Shay Tari, right? She covers manga and anime news and stuff like that. Check her out if you have the chance. And she was going over the Promised Neverland news, right?
Oh my god!
So she was going over the Promised Neverland news, right? And she was like, I don't think this has ever happened to another manga and anime adaptation before. And I was like, well, yeah, it happened with Akame Got Killed because...
Tokyo Ghoul, too.
Yeah, but it definitely happened with Akame Got Killed, and a little bit worse because when the anime finished, it was only 12 episodes. When the anime finished, the manga was still going on. And so the manga community, I remember that, they were like, yo, do these characters actually die? Like,
Right.
are these characters dying? Like, because they were really thinking that everything was spoiled. And then I was like, there are characters who died that didn't die. There are characters who lived that didn't live. Like, it was an entire marriage in the manga that never happened in the anime because, well, one of the characters died. So, actually, both of them died now that I think about it. So,
They did. Both of them died in the anime. Yep.
I'm still actually trying to wrap my head around what's really happening with The Promised Neverland because I'm just as confused as everybody else. And
All right.
I'm shocked they jumped probably the most important arc of the entire series because it's literally the setup for them escaping. So I just don't see how they got past that. And it went through the mangaka, the animators, editors, producers, and executives. I don't see how it gets through all that and be like, yep, this is the perfect decision. Let's just confuse everybody.
So please tell me you caught up on the anime, right? Did you watch it?
I can't. I'm not. I'm not at the end where they picked up. Literally, where they started the anime.
Oh my gosh, you're right. You can't.
Like where they started, where they made that decision to jump and skip those 2 arcs. I'm not there yet.
No, Micah. It's like three arcs, and it was somebody did the tally on YouTube. It was like over 90 chapters.
Yeah, the series is only 180 chapters.
Yeah, yes. Dog, I do not know like who cleared this, but your theory on why they did this is probably the reason why. Because if we talk about the Goldie Pond arc or whatever it was called,
Yeah.
If we talk about that, where kids were literally seen being hunted and killed in the manga
by predators, by predators, like that's
by demons, you're probably right. It probably wouldn't be a wise idea to show that on TV. Like, I understand, I get it, but you knew that was coming.
Yeah, like,
why would you do the first season flawlessly?
Like I even did a comparison. Like, it wasn't the only thing they really deviated from in the first season from like those from the chapter adaptation was mom's like farewell speech. That's the only difference.
Yep.
It was almost a perfect adaptation. And here for season 2, it's thrown like, and for real, like there needs to be a spoilers warning, because if I would have been like current and if I didn't have that compulse to binge and I was watching it episode by episode, it would have spoiled everything. I would have been confused, but I would have been like, oh wait.
Oh my gosh! Like, I didn't even think about that because you didn't get to the point. I mean, I'm not gonna say because I don't know where you're at in the manga now, but you could even get to certain points where they just landed in the sixth fucking episode.
Yeah, nah. Like I'm past. I'm like I'm midway past the Goldie Pond. Like after Goldie Pond and everything happened, I'm halfway through that next arc, and then I stopped for a second.
Bro, and okay, so after that, like where you're at right now, that was the third episode of the anime. I'm pretty sure the third or the second. It was the third.
Yeah.
It was the third episode.
Mm-hmm.
Now I think about it, it might be the fourth. But anyway, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like this is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
And hold up, Micah. Here's one thing that frustrated me last week. They had a nerve. They had a nerve to create an episode and call it episode 5.5 to recap on the bullshit that they just gave us 4 episodes ago.
Never liked recaps at all. Like I never saw the point. Just go back and rewatch the episodes. You give us a little blurb at the beginning anyway of what happened last episode.
Exactly. So here's the thing. I agree with you. I don't like recaps either, but it's a little more understandable if you go through 100 episodes and you do a recap and not 5. That is bro. I don't understand who signed off on this. Like they ruined the anime in its entirety. They ruined it.
Spoiled a lot for anime only watchers too. Like, it was like, for real, if you're a manga reader and you finished it only bothers you because they skipped the best arc, arguably, at least in my opinion.
Yep.
Like Goldie Pond was phenomenal. Yep. Again, I do see why they can't air it, but y'all need to, like, you knew you had an edgy shonen. You know what I mean? Like, you knew you had an edgy shonen. Like, people, oh my god, I'm gonna misquote this. I believe Attack on Titans is still considered a shonen. Despite everything, sure. Yeah, despite everything we see. You knew you had edgy. Wiz Studios took it. Okay? They took it and they own it and they ran with it. Okay? Those are all kids. Don't get me wrong, like, they die. A lot of people died. RIP to everybody. But they're still kids. There's a way you can do it. But with them being, I think, 12, 11, 10, you're talking about little kids. Like, you had to have known. Like, that wasn't a surprise. It's literally in the first episode of the first season. You knew what you were going to run into. I just think it's careless. If I'm being honest. It was just really, it's carelessly being handled right now. And I don't. But there are rumors that this is the last season. And
I guess so. They skipped 80 chapters. I guess the fuck so. I guess so. If you skip 80 chapters, over 80 chapters, I would assume that this is the last season. Yes. When I saw the last episode, I said, "Oh yeah, this is they gonna finish this damn near next week." Yes. Yes. Matter of fact, there will be no point for this to go on another season. No point. At the speed, at the rate that they are going, they can knock this thing out tomorrow. They can knock it out. Let's do it. Fuck it. Who cares about the manga? Who cares about it? Exactly. Nope.
Just give us a movie. Call it a day.
Nope. Like I don't. It's frustrating, man. I looked forward to this, and I should have known something was up when the first season, the first episode, it showed them getting chased by the demon, and they in the manga when they were getting chased by the demon, remember they dropped into that pit. They didn't even drop into the pit, Micah.
So they never met.
They did.
They did meet the two.
They did meet the two, but in a different way. Kind of.
Okay, so him, right?
Yes.
Y'all have to forgive us. Like, Lord, you can't ask.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know these people's names.
Right.
So those two demons that they had met that helped them, taught them how to hunt, using everything like that.
Yep.
We're not gonna get that twist after they leave. I'm assuming of them being like, so we're just gonna let them go or something to that effect. And he was like, yeah, I like he himself was like, oh yeah, you've never had human meat before, so you don't get it. Like, it's always like he had that same primal urge to hunt, but he wanted to hunt somebody who was like of comparable level. We're not gonna get that. And
right. Oh my gosh, Micah, you just reminded me of something. Something that they totally left out. What the hell?
Oh, that.
No.
Oh,
So when when the two okay, so when the group of kids departed from those two, right? I'll never forget this. Like it's so clear in my head from reading the manga.
yeah. Go ahead.
So yeah, so when one of the demons hugged goddamn Emma, when one of the demons hugged Emma, she whispered in her ear, "Look for the seven walls," which is a key plot point for the rest of the goddamn series.
They don't even
Like
like if you
key.
don't if you don't go to Goldie Pond, you don't get the like the pens. The pen was like the whole clue. That's why they had to go to Goldie Pond. You can't skip that if one of the clues at Goldie Ponds. You see, like you can't do stuff like
Bro,
this with a mystery because
she
everything
didn't.
is a clue. Everything is
That's
a
what I'm
clue.
saying. Yes, yes. She didn't even mention the seven walls. That is ridiculous.
They also can't show child abuse, and that's exactly what that old ass man did too by locking them kids up there.
Yeah, you know.
Oh
It's,
man.
yeah.
I honestly did not see anything wrong with Goldie Pond arc at the time because it's that good. But it was like child
Bro,
abuse, murder, kidnapping.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't seen nothing wrong with it either. I was just hyped. I was hyped the whole time.
Because I
And when you mentioned it, I was like, that is a tad bit gruesome. Okay.
there was a lot wrong with Goldie Pond arc now that I think about it. But again, you knew you knew the manga you had when you picked it up.
Yes. You knew what to expect. Like as soon as I saw the little kid in a jar, I said, "Oh, I know what I'm getting myself into, and I'm all in. I'm for this. Let's go."
Completely overlooked the fact that like the season 1 picture of for the Promised Neverland or like the volume 1 of the manga is them standing on a dinner plate. Didn't notice that either.
Yeah, I did.
At
But I
all.
think that's hysterical.
It is. It is extremely hysterical, and it was like there's a reason the Promised Neverland was in the top 10. It was a great story, and you can't skip stuff that's mystery plot driven like that. Like imagine like fucking Full Metal Alchemist. It had to get an entire reboot because the first adaptation of it wasn't accurate, and it made everything else confusing. You can't skip. You
Right.
can't do an anime only arc with something that has a mystery element to it. See what I'm saying?
This is extremely true.
They dropped
This
the
is
ball on
true.
that.
Oh, dropped it, fumbled it, popped it, broke it. Yep, they fucked up big time.
But ladies and gentlemen, that is all I have for y'all today. If you made it to the end, thank you for rocking with me. If you are new, go plus ultra and smash that subscribe button. Let me know you rock with the content that I put out on this channel. Guest, do your thing. Say your piece, plug your plugs.
So if you guys like controversial videos, topic videos, video game streaming, please do me a favor and follow my YouTube channel, Watts TV, and you can follow me on Twitch at Watts_TV 94. I believe there's a 94 at the end. Yes, there is. But yes, I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. I appreciate it as always, brother.
Of course, and look, more anime rambles to come. Hopefully we can get this twice a month, once every 2 weeks type of deal going on. Bring y'all the news, the tea, the juicy tidbits. Oh Lord, we've been talking for too long. I'm in the video right there. Alright everybody, like the video if you like the video, dislike your video if you dislike the video, comment on the video, all that fancy stuff, and until next time, I'm out.